Hi, I'm Joe McDonald and this is Big Mac's Battle Blog. I just got back to Kyiv, only here for a day or so, and picking up a car that's going to replace my the L200 I was given by Jeeps for Peace and the Ukrainian Military Chaplains Organisation, because that's stuck now. It's been hit by FPVs 3 times and we can't get it back. So, time to drop some money on another motor, which I mean, I won't be driving it really. It's going to go to Kherson and I'm just going to hand it to one of the FPV teams or hand it to the boss, and we've got a reserve vehicle. So yeah, but I like Ford Rangers, so it's going to be fun to drive another kind of Ford Ranger tomorrow. It doesn't have a beefy engine, as beefy an engine as the one I got from Protect Ukraine in the Netherlands, but still, Ford Ranger's one of the best things out of America. So yeah, now back to recruitment. We'll be talking about this quite a lot because it's a major priority for the unit at the moment. So to clarify, what my unit, which is the UAV battalion of the 34th Marine Brigade, and our company within the battalion is Forepost, is recruiting a lot of pilots. Now, in our company alone, we've currently got spaces for like 80 people. But, and this is where I've misled you, they're not all pilots. In a drone team, you've got normally 2 guys who are pilot, navigator, pilot, depending on what time of day it is and who's having a nap right now. And you've got another guy who's a sapper, right, who's trained to handle explosives, make the bombs, rig up the bombs on the drones. And then you've got another guy who, well, this is the way the Ukrainian army's setting up, and I'm not saying it's the best way, who's a driver. And he's pretty much there just to help fetch, carry, drive the guys to and from position, obviously, provide a bit of security, change batteries. But in our unit, we don't really just want exclusively drivers, and it's not a job a Westerner can pick up anyway, because you've got to be an effective driver. You have to be able to communicate with people at the checkpoints, and you're getting a lot of orders about where to go. You need to know where all the positions are and stuff like that. It's going to be very difficult for you to do without speaking Ukrainian. But across the whole company and the battalion, there's a lot more roles than just pilot, navigator, sapper, driver. There's all the different technician roles. We need people who are good with electronics, who can solder up a timer circuit board, who can assemble an FPV, who can change the programming on it, etc., etc. So computer programmers, people who can solder, electricians, people with electrical knowledge and circuit board knowledge and computer programming knowledge. These are the kind of people we need as well. Now, ultimately, you will still be in a frontline city and you are going to have to pass some level of military training. Right, now, I'm going to just be honest about this. It would appear to me that the basic Ukrainian military training that you do with the Marines is a bit more lenient than what the Legion and Azov seem to be demanding now. And yeah, quite so be it. Scoff all you want, but that we don't need like guys who can run 10 kilometers in full armor. We don't need guys like that. I mean, it's nice if you can, physical fitness and being able to carry some heavy boxes. And you're gonna, you want to train to be work with a drone team. Start doing farmers carries, 2 heavyweights, 2 fuel cans, 2 whatever, 10, 15, 20 kilo objects, and start walking up and down stairs with them. And if you can do that 2 or 3 times a day, 5 days a week, you're probably on form, you know what I mean? Like I say as well, if you want to join the Ukrainian military, I highly advise, as it's the summer and it's nice right now, perfect fucking time, go for a 2-week hiking holiday or a 10-day hiking holiday. You don't need much to do it. You can even mix hitchhiking in. Go and hitchhike around England or fucking France or Germany. Make the hitchhiking and the hiking how you get to fucking Ukraine. See how you feel about being on your own and lonely and knackered and footsore, and if you haven't fucking bothered to charge your phone and organise yourself, then you're suddenly going to start to fucking panic and realise that maybe you aren't like self-competent and self-reliant enough to go in the military. You need to be a fucking man. Because the thing is with normal military training, right, it's a lot of it is about turning kids from bad backgrounds who've never been raised properly into functioning human beings. You're not going to get any of that fucking guidance in the Ukrainian military, none whatsoever. You need to know how to look after yourself and keep yourself clean already. If you're not, so I really don't advise anyone who's less than 25 and hasn't properly lived away from home, not at just fucking university, but like away from home and fed themselves and washed themselves and managed to get to work on time, then you're adult enough, but you're not going to get your hand held and told how to literally, fold your clothes and wipe your own arse like you would in a peacetime military. So, yeah, but if you're fit enough to go for a hike, and you're tough enough to handle, like, being on your own and work, because a lot of how you're going to cope in Ukraine, you have to work out for yourself how to go shopping, how to get mail, how to order things online. You're going to have to fucking work it out. There isn't some fucking course they give you, where they just teach you Ukrainian and teach you how Ukraine works. No, they'll teach you, they'll give you some clothes, you know what I mean? Maybe sort of show you how to like arrange your shirt properly or something like that. Give you an AK, show you how to use that. Maybe teach you how to throw a grenade. Teach you how to put on a tourniquet and stuff and some basic medical stuff. And that'll be pretty, and then some fire and movement type things. And that'll be pretty much it. The rest of it, you'll work out on the job. Again, scary, isn't it? But again, if I don't want people to come here, with all these illusions that everything's going to be laid on for you and that, there's going to be, people who are just there willing to give you time and help you do little things all the time. This is very much a adults, I'm not going to say men, but adults world. So yeah, if you're not up for that, you're not up for that. Now, for the purpose of my Ukrainian audience and the Ukrainian speakers in the world, and I would really like it if people can like cut this and share it, put it on Reddit or whatever, as a message in Ukrainian from my commander about our recruitment efforts. Here we go.
Вас вітає Херсон. Сили безпілотних систем, які не перший рік працюють на Херсонському напрямку і мають значні успіхи. 85% вражень на Херсонському напрямку – це безпосередня заслуга пілотів. Де немає ноги українського солдата, земля не може рахуватися нашою. Але без підтримки з повітря, в умовах позиційної війни, яка наразі склалася на нашому напрямку, ця земля теж не буде українською. Патріоти з 22-го року і з 14-го року вже втомилися. Ми чекаємо нові світлі голови, які за цей час з дітей перетворилися на чоловіків і мають бажання поповнити наші ряди. Нам потрібні люди, які вміють користуватися комп'ютерами, які грали в ігри, які вміють розбиратися в техніці, які будуть розвиватися і постійно вдосконалюватись в напрямку безпілотних систем. Ми шукаємо пілотів, ми шукаємо майбутніх пілотів, тому що ми вам гарантуємо навчання і подальшу службу в силах безпілотних систем. Ворог підступно використовує грязну війну на нашому напрямку, тому ми постійно маємо вдосконалюватись, розвиватись для того, щоб не дати окупантам зайти в Херсон і зберегти місто. А тепер декілька слів для тих окупантів, які, можливо, дивляться наше відео. Скажу російською. Вы пришли ко мне домой. Вы убиваете наших стариков и детей. Вам не будет пощады. Мы найдем вас везде. В лесу, в камышах, в болотах и уничтожим. Ваши родные получат выплаты, но не будут знать, куда принести даже свечку, чтобы поставить на вашу могилу. У вас ее не будет. Вы будете гнить на Херсонской земле. Есть такое поверье. Если в лес зайдет хороший человек, Леша ему поможет, выведет. Но для человека со злыми умыслами, с оружием в руках, этот лес станет его погибелью.
So there you go, Commander Leshy. Hope that appeals to the Ukrainians who watch my channel. Please share it with your mates. So, the process basically is, if you're a Ukrainian and you know how the system works, just apply directly to the unit, right? You know, I don't really know what the process is for Ukrainians and stuff joining, but if you are a foreigner, or for that matter if you're Ukrainian and you want to join the unit, give me an email. The email is the same as the PayPal link, which is always in the pinned comments at the top of the comments in the feed. And you can email me and I will review your qualifications. You know, I expect to see, like, you know, I'm going to need like your fucking passport and your phone number and your military ID if you've already got it, which ideally you will, and that you've got a tax number and any military qualifications you get. You know, we want to see drone qualifications. I mean, even for guys who are thinking to come as a driver, we at least expect you to have got yourself on a fucking basic drone course, so you've got some idea of what the other guys you're working with are actually doing. You know, it's pretty cheap. They're a couple of €100, so, and there's lots of them in Ukraine, and we accept any of them. So yeah, you've got, you know, no excuse basically. So yeah, anyway, give us an email if you're interested and we'll go from there. Thanks. So here, just to finish off, is another video of the airstrike we got called in. It's just a little joke, the first small bomb. Boom, there she goes. So yeah, that's the sort of thing that our drone team's achieving. And as always, to our pro-Russian and Vatnik listeners, Idina Hoyza Lupa.